Fellow players of Hero Wars, I'm Jay. Welcome to Jay vs. Hero Wars. Today I will be talking about a topic that was recommended to me, which is GM presence and basically how distribution should be working. So without further ado, let's check it out. Alright guys, so today I will be talking about a topic that was requested, GM presence, and basically talking about how GM presence are Guildmaster presence, right? So GM stands for Guildmaster, and essentially your guild can accumulate them by hitting certain thresholds, which we can see in, just by simply clicking guild, then going to rewards. You can see exactly what thresholds you need to hit. So guild points for today, that is actually, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple just by trading in some items here. I will need some of these later, but what the heck. YOLO, right? Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and try to donate some of my items so I can make sure that we hit that next threshold. Some of these items I just don't plan on using for a while, and I know I can accumulate more of in the future. So let's see how close we can get to simply just getting us to that next threshold. Okay, so we hit it. So now that I finished, donating some items for guild points, right? So we hit that third threshold, which gives us 3 more presents for the day. Very nice. And you can see rewards. You can go to stats and presents. And here you can see, who has gotten the presents this week. I try to get everyone at least one if they hit their guild activity points. Sometimes it's a little harder than other days just because, you can only really give so many presents. There's 30 members in a guild. Everyone is usually deserving of one. So sometimes it's hard to award those, and other members sometimes defer their present. They message me in advance and say, hey, I don't need any presents, X week, or I don't really need presents generally. So that helps me out as well and allows me to basically help different members in our guild. They're really essential. I mean, GM presents, in my opinion, are essentially kind of saying to your guild members, hey, you guys are doing a great job. So when I heard, there are guilds that basically have GMs that hoard all of them and just reward all of them to themselves, I think that's kind of wrong, if I'm being honest, a little bit unfair, because you want to have everyone in your guild grow together. I realize some GMs just don't care, and that's not a guild group that I'm really all about. I like to have a more, kind of a family-ish kind of group. It just makes the game so much more fun. I find that, in my experience, when you play in a guild that doesn't really have a lot of communication, that has just a bunch of individuals, it's just not that fun of a gaming experience. You might win a lot, but sometimes it's like winning versus winning with your friends, right? I think winning with your friends is usually the way to go. So that's the way I like to approach the game. So yeah, I do recommend that GMs do disperse these presents out to most, if not all, their guild members, especially if they're contributing. But yeah, if your guild master is simply only giving them to, let's say, themselves, or let's say like they give like 90% to themselves, and then the other 10% just to some generals maybe, I would probably voice a concern, definitely. If you get kicked for that, honestly, so what? You probably didn't want to, that's probably not a type of guild culture that you want to be a part of. It's kind of toxic, if I'm being honest, and it's just not going to promote your growth. I mean, maybe the guild itself is doing a great job in the activity department, right? And we're talking, maybe they're getting all these runes and they're also getting all the Titanite, right? So we have a little bit more to go. I can definitely do some there. But essentially, if you're not getting the rewards, and the GM is not really helpful in trying to promote guild growth, then maybe it is time to look for another guild. That's just my quick spiel on that. But essentially, GM presents are, very, very good gifts. What is contained in them? I sometimes get asked that as well. So you can, let's see. going back to presents, you can actually see, so each singular gift contains 250 Titan Potion, one Summoning Sphere, and 100,000 gold, which can be very helpful, especially early in game. Gold is hard to obtain. Yes, there's Tower, but gold can be spent like that, especially when you're trying to, level up. You need to buy those EXP potions, or you need to, basically everything needs gold. So especially early on, it's really, really vital. So definitely, hopefully your GMs are, making sure everyone's getting presents. But if not, feel free to voice a concern. I think it's a legitimate thing. And it just kind of goes to what kind of guild culture you want to be a part of. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for, basically telling me to do this topic, because I completely would not have even thought of it, because I just naturally think that everyone should play the game this way. There's a lot of different ways you can approach the game. But again, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to hit thumbs up and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in Dominion.